Hello, this is Film Nerd talks uh, films, and I love films. So so I've been reviewing the Star Wars films, and I recently finally got through the prequels, meaning that I can now talk about Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, or Star Wars, as I prefer to call it, as that was its original title. Now there is a lot. There is a lot of. There is a lot. There is a lot good. There is a lot of good to talk about with this film. Um, there's it's such an amazing film. It's such a spectacle. It's truly amazing. So so straight off the so straight off the bat, this film feels real. This film, everything in this film feels real. Like the locations, the aliens, the models, the characters, everything feels so real because it was. Like the models were actually built. They actually filmed on set. Those actual people dressed as aliens, and and the acting talent was so good as well. And it really and because actual locations were used, there was no stupid green screen that got in the way. So the actors were actually able to act. They were able to move around, making for some amazing cinematography. So yeah, and I really feel like this world is real because it more or less is. I feel like this is a place I could go to. And it's a real shame that the prequels lost sight of this, that George Lucas lost sight of this. But it feels like, when I'm watching this film, it feels like this is a world I could actually go to. It's incredible. The music in this film is absolutely fantastic. I love hearing the Binary Suns um, uh, music when Luke is looking out onto the horizon. It has connotations. It sounds very, very solemn, and it sounds like there's connotations of contemplation within it as well. And also there's also a nice, as well as being solemn, it also has a nice upbeatness to it. To almost like it's really emphasizing that there's something more out there. The music when Han Solo and Luke are fighting the TIE fighters, that has great connotations of danger and exhilaration, adventure. The throne room scene, that sounds very awesomely triumphant. The music carries this film very well, as does the acting talent. I love James L. Jones as as uh, uh, Darth Vader. I think he really he has an amazing on-screen presence as the character. I mean, as soon as you hear him talking, it's like you really feel like he's in the room. It it's pretty damn amazing. So yeah, great performance. He has a really great on-screen presence. I love Han Solo. He, once again, real on-screen presence too. He's so, so awesomely roguish, and awesomely roguish and rough around the edges. You know, he's like that awesome. He's just, you know, he's the awesome roguish character, and I like how he's kind of that outside man of. I like how he's that outside man of the film. He's like the. You know, he's not really into tune with the Force and stuff like that, and you know, he thinks it's all silly tricks, and you know, he's not. You know, it's interesting to see that outside man, basically, someone who's really not into tune with all this, with the Force and everything else. And Harrison Ford plays him so well, so well. It's a shame Harrison Ford doesn't like talking about Star Wars much these days, because as Han Solo, fantastic job, absolutely fantastic. Princess Leia, badass, very, you know, badass. She's strong, she's a leader, she's very brave. She's not a damsel in distress. You know, she's a very strong female character. Luke, but you know, played very well by Carrie Fisher, of course, and then there's Luke, played by Mark Hamill. Luke's kind of he feels like a blank slate, but I think that's intended, because he's the character that's very much that's very much new to this world of magic, and to this new world of magic and space, and you know, he's that character, that sort of blank slate that the audience can imprint onto, and through him experience this amazing world. So all around, really great performances, and I love how there's actual context to a lot of things in this film. Like with the prequels, there's not much context. With the other Star Wars films that came before it, and narratively, but with this, there's actual context to what's going on, and as a result of that, I actually care. As a result of that, I care about the characters. As a result of that, I care about whether they succeed or not. Due to Darth Vader's performance, and due to what we see, I'm actually quite scared of the Empire. And yes, everything has context, and so I actually care, and I'm invested, and I actually feel for what's going on. It's pretty fantastic. The fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, you know, I mean, that's probably one of the best moments of the original series, and one of the best moments of all the Star Wars films combined, because it's just like, people say, you know, the choreography wasn't good, but that doesn't matter. You know, that doesn't matter. What matters is what the characters are actually talking about. Through what the characters are talking about, we know that they have history, and because of how the film sets up its characters, we actually care about said history. And it's great to care, making it all the more sad when Obi-Wan sacrifices his life. And by the way, Alec Guinness, also really, really good job. So so I love the journey that this film takes me onto. I love venturing through this incredible sci-fi world, going to these places, feeling the adventure, feeling the danger, feeling it, and you feel it because of the amazing use of music, cinematography, character, props, locations. It all comes together to make one amazing film. All leading up to an amazing big final scene when when Luke and the other fighter pilots are going to blow up the Death Star. Now, I loved this scene. Once again, the music, fantastic. The cinematography when they're in the canyon, I really feel